Mhm.
And it really came out of the All In podcast the other day, where they were talking about whether Tesla had the best chance at superintelligence, or whether that was Google or whether that was NVIDIA. And we've been kicking it around with everybody this week. Maybe you and I even talked about it a little bit the other day. So getting to superintelligence is one thing, but out of that conversation, everybody seemed to agree that one of the reasons why Tesla is probably in the lead is because they have the whole stack. And this is not just Tesla, but it's Elon. So you got to count XAI and whatnot. And people are saying, man, they got to merge those two.
Right.
But they have the entire stack. And so I was thinking about that entire stack because in my book, well, in the book that you and I participated in, we did talk an awful lot about the vertical integration of Tesla. And there's probably be hard to find a company that's more vertically integrated than Tesla, especially now. So let's play with this a little bit. Nobody else that's in the running for this has ever had anything remotely to mining and refining.
Mhm. Right.
I mean, it's kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're mining and refining raw materials for energy, which everybody now says energy equals
AI and data center. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. So it's an equation.
Yeah.
If you need more data to be processed in your data center, then you need more energy. So they are mining and refining right now, and therefore they have a cadre of geniuses down there in Corpus Christi and elsewhere that are becoming extremely good at mining and refining, just like they do every single thing else that they do. Was it you told me or somebody told me the other day they're already breaking ground to double the size of that facility?
Of which one of the mining refining
Corpus
facilities?
Christi, Corpus Christi. Yeah.
Okay.
They're so confident apparently that they're going to double the facility.
Mhm.
Well, they've talked about mining nickel. There's all kinds of other possibilities that exist when you're already doing mining and refining, but
Yeah.
nobody else in the Magnificent Seven or any of the other companies that are associated are doing any mining or refining. How important is that?
So one, having that vertical integration, having it straight down to the mining is in a chaotic world, where tariff barriers and other things could go up in a hurry. Like if the tariff barriers had stayed up between the US and China, then all the battery production, all the material production for batteries, Tesla need to have it localized. So then in that scenario, when we were worried, okay, they're not going to be able to deal with China, then if you didn't have that, then you would have cratered and been totally at the mercy of whatever happened, double tariffs, triple tariffs, or whatever it is, right? So that under normal conditions, under right now, that is not that important. It matters. It's nice. It's good to have it. It's good to have visibility into it. You're finally attuned to that thing. It helps you see the whole picture and the vital aspect of it, right? But with a particular tariff war with China not on the table, it's still happening, still directionally going that direction because Trump still wants this to be onshore and that kind of thing. So again, it's like it goes from ultra important to still important, right? So having this full vertical scale matters to that. But the even bigger point of it is everything that Elon does is about Mars. So
Yeah.
so Tesla, SpaceX, Mars is on Mars, you will need to produce your own
Fine and
materials.
refine. Yeah.
You need to refine, if you're going to do lithium, you're going to do nickel, you're going to do whatever, and you want to minimize the number of materials involved,
Mhm.
right? I don't want to have the full cornucopia of, I could have nickel, I could have iron, I could have sulfur, I could have whatever, the full like 10 different kinds of battery chemistries, right? I want to settle on the one that works for Mars,
Right.
right? Same thing for the rocket, same thing for the bot. Everything is about how do I make a full ecosystem of companies and industries, my stack? I need to move my stack and launch it with 1,000 rockets onto Mars every 2 years, right? So everything about Elon's planning is for that. It also happens to be the right thing for geopolitics, for localizing supply chains, there's other efficiencies there. But the main reason is it's got to go to Mars.